Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. Today we're going to be doing a little review of the some pieces from Arteza, and then we will do a little painting together. So this is their wood slice bundle. So you get 20 outdoor acrylic colored paints, 45 of their wood slices that have the hole already drilled in them in the hanger, and then 15 miniature paint brushes. So that all comes in the wood slice bundle. So let's start, I guess, with the wood, and then I can move that out of the way. So it comes in a very nice box. Try not to hit my camera. And they're all bagged up here. Get that part out of the way. And this might be crinkly, so they're all really nice, nice and smooth, sanded wood slices, and as you can see, the hole is drilled in them, and then you get the like jute or whatever you want to call this, twine, to hang them with, so that's very nice. And of course you could also use stuff like, if you're going to do Christmas ornaments, you could use baker's twine in different colors. Would also work. So it's shedding a few little bits of bark there. So that's one thing. And that was from opening the bag though, so I'm sure once you're painting on slice by slice, it won't be too bad. So that is the wood slices, and there's 45, so that's really great, especially if you want to do like Christmas ornaments. I've also done in the past use these as like to from for packages. So when you have the tie on it, you can just, you know, tie it onto the ribbon or whatever for the package and have to and from on one side and maybe a picture or something on the other side. Those are really fun to make. So that gives you lots to work with. And I'll put those out of the way. Okay. And then we have the 20 outdoor acrylic paint colors. And you can see all the way from white to silver. There's gold. So it's not just like flat colors, it's also a couple shiny colors. There's grays, chocolate, different greens, a couple of blues and turquoise, mango color, you know, red, pink, purple. So yeah, just a nice variety there. And I've not used their outdoor acrylics before. So you can see like these ones, the shocking pink is very neon in color. And then let me see, like something like this, the Dijon is, you know, much more of a neutral, very bright yellow, some really pretty blue. What's that one? Half free, I don't know, it's kind of a violet, you know, color. That's pretty. But then there's also the purple kind of color. So yeah, a nice variety of colors in there. You could probably even use this, it's called Papaya Whip, but that would be a good skin tone for, you know, like if you're going to paint Santas or something like that. So that's a good one. And then we got the little tiny brushes. The only bummer kind of is that the little plastic things fall off, but I know those are kind of tricky to get to stay on, especially in shipping. But yeah, 15 little tiny brushes, so that is a good amount. And they're stiff right now because they haven't been wetted at all, but yeah, they soften right up. So these are nice brushes. I mean, I am not a pro at any of this. I just have done painting and all different kind of crafts really is what I do. So, but Arteza is nice enough to offer to send me these things to play with and talk to you guys about. So it is super fun for me. And I really appreciate the opportunity to do that. And I've had nothing but great products from them, so like I said, I'm not a pro when it comes to paintbrushes or that kind of thing, but I've never had any issues with any of their products, so been very pleased. Get these guys here. So I thought it would be fun to do a few Christmas ornaments since we're cruising on toward Christmas here. I just fell off too. I might just end up putting these in something and not worrying about those tops on them because they don't want to stay on. So those are fun, super duper tiny. So that is what I got, and I will be back in just a minute with some painting. So I'll see you in a minute. Okay, hi guys, I'm back. So I've kind of gotten ready to do some painting here. I've got some colors out over here that I want, and these are the outdoor acrylics that I got from Arteza. And I've done a couple of these since I did the unboxing. So these are using just the little paintbrushes, the little mini paintbrushes, and the Arteza paints. And then I also used some fine line pens, which I dropped down here. Sorry. I just use these. And these I got off of Amazon. They're waterproof is why I use those instead of the Arteza ones that I already have. And I also use this stamp set from Stampin' Up. It's an old one. It's 2001. It's called Holiday Hedgehog. And I use this little one with the hedgehog and the snowman. So I don't know what the number is on that because I don't have that on here, but it's Holiday Hedgehog. And so I stamped that one. This one is freehand. So yeah, I really like them. They come out really nice and bright colors. So I thought we could go ahead and play. I just always like to try it out before I start doing a video because, you know, it's just hard to just fly into this stuff without knowing kind of what you're doing. I don't want that one. So I've got some other paintbrushes here that I'll probably use as well as these because I want to maybe do some bigger ones. But first I think we'll do the stamping thing because that's kind of fun, and then you can see how I did that one with the hedgehog. So I like this little guy with the ornament. So I just used my archival ink, and mine's kind of getting a little bit dry, so I really kind of get it on there for a minute. And I'm going to stand up to do this. I like to sit down to paint, but for some reason everything else I do standing up. And I often, when I did bigger paintings, I would paint standing up as well, but for some reason with this itty bitty stuff I kind of like to sit down more. So I hope you guys are having a great day. I don't know, I may have said that. See, I did that opening video a while back, so I apologize if I repeat myself. Just want to make sure that I say hi and how you doing. And my son is playing video games, so I apologize if you hear him yelling. He's playing with one of his friends online, you know, so they talk to each other, and oh my goodness, sometimes they're loud. Other times I don't even hardly hear them, but yeah, you just never know. So I apologize now for anything, anything and everything. All right, so now I'm gonna try, I think, and do maybe the little hedgehog first. And I just used, when I did this one, I used a chocolate brown and a papaya whip. It's called papaya whip, but it's kind of a good skin tone, for lack of a better word. And you only need like an itty bitty amount doing these because obviously they're very tiny. So yeah, the first day when I did these ones, I was sitting here and it was snowing. I was like, oh, this is nice. This is a nice way to do, you know, something with Christmas involved. It's just relaxing. I wish you could have music on, you know, YouTube. I know you can do the, what do you call it, copyright free stuff and all that, but finding stuff that I like with that and all. It's just like I just want regular old Christmas music. But then obviously I get there has to be copyright stuff. It's just would be nice to be able to listen to music and do this. So I hope you guys can see. It's super tiny. Let me see if I move it a little bit closer, and I'll try to, when I edit it, to make it you know, zoom in a little more too. It's kind of a weird angle for me, so I'm turning him around this way. And it's always a little tricky when you're painting inside of a stamped area, like, I don't know, I sometimes have trouble with that. Sorry, my arm's going to be huge. Maybe I'll put my water on this side closer. That would make more sense, right? So yeah, we've got, they're like washing their driveway or something over across the street, so that's kind of loud too. So I don't know what you might end up listening to. Like I said, it would be really fun if you could listen to music. I suppose if you could find old enough stuff, but then who knows if it would be anything you'd know. Oops, I just covered his eye. And that's part of the reason that I was using the, my gosh, words and doing this at the same time is not good. Those little fine-tipped pens, oops, to see. That way if you cover something up, it's not a big deal because you can just go back and fix it. Because like his, you know, where his fur is, or whatever you call that on a hedgehog, I don't know, because they're more like little kind of wiry than fur, but I want the bottom of his feet to be closer to that skin tone color. I mean, I have no idea what color the bottoms of their feet are, but I'm not much of a hedgehog connoisseur. I mean, I love them, they're adorable. I just don't really know what exactly they're coloring. But they're super cute. Yeah, it's hard for me to talk and do this at the same time. It's one of the reasons music would be nice. I don't have a whole lot to talk about either. We've had a whole lot of nothing going on because we're back in not like full lockdown. We can still go out and grocery shop and go do stuff as long as we wear masks. We just can't have like big gatherings or any of that. Not that we really do that anyways, but we've just been kind of staying in, you know, more, not really doing a whole lot of anything. So, but that's not really that different for us. We're usually a lot busier at this time of the year though, with, you know, band and just everything has just been different this year, so it feels like we've done even less than we normally do. I do add a little water just to help it move a little bit better. And these little tiny areas are tricky. But that's why the tiny little paintbrushes are great. Because I don't think you could do this with big fat ones, obviously. Okay, and on this part I did just kind of a thin, kind of a daubing sort of a thing. Because I didn't want, you know, just to cover up all those little hairs. And I even took some of the light in spots and put it around. I don't want to lose a lot of the details, you know, by covering them with paint, so it's just like you're trying to get a little color on there, basically. His face is too dark. I shouldn't have put the darker over it. Stuck with the lighter color. These little wood slices, that would be super fun with kids to just like say, you know, make a snowman or whatever, which we'll do next. I'll do something freehand, just a little easier. These aren't hard, they're just so tiny. Okay, and then I'll come back in and use the black pen, and I'll show you kind of how I do that, because that obviously right now is not super great. So I'll show you. Sorry, focus. Yeah, that doesn't look great. I am not a pro at this. Okay. Oh, I wanted to use gold too, or silver, just to get some metallic, because like the top of the ornament there in the silver. Oh, did I not take the thing off yet? I haven't used this one. Oh, you know what? I can just use what's right there. It's plenty for the little bit that we need. I'll actually just use this other one. I don't know what they're doing to the driveway over there. They've come once and like power washed it, and then they're back again power washing it, and I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe it's some kind of overlay they're going to put over it or something. I don't know. But anyway, it's been loud today. Yeah, that's shiny, all right. That's fun. I don't know if you guys can see. It's kind of shiny. It's the only thing when you're painting and it's tiny, it's hard to show you guys. Okay, I think I'm going to do kind of the whole ornament in red. And I'll do green on the inside where the snowflakes are. Maybe we can go over the snowflakes with some of the silver. So yeah, this is kind of time consuming. And I forgot to turn on my timer too. Never going to get used to this new camera with no time on it. I guess there's time on the computer screen, but it's so tiny that I can't see it from where I'm at. So I never know how long I've been filming for. But yes, the stamps, like this one's not taking up a whole lot of room. You could do something that had a little more, you know, took up more space, kind of like that one over there. But these are fun too. You can write on the back to and from and like hang them on your packages. And I know I mentioned that before, but that's kind of a nice way to use them anyway. Oh, that's what I needed, was a paper towel. I need to get that thinner. But yeah, paper towel to wipe the paintbrushes off with. Yeah, I probably should have picked a bigger one. This one's just so tiny. But I just loved him with those little feet up and everything. Like he's laying on his back almost. But it's tiny, tiny. I'll come back in and fix those. So if you pick a stamp, just remember, I mean, these tiny brushes work, it's just my eyes don't. That's the real problem. If you had really good young eyes, you could probably do this without any dilemma whatsoever. But I don't, so. Oh, good, my daughter's home. She went to art today, and I guess their last project is an accordion book about themselves. So I'm interested to see what that book is going to look like, because, you know, I'm into that kind of stuff, so it'll be fun to see it. Okay, so that'll all have to dry, and then I can come back in and get some of the other stuff. But I realized right there, there's no coloring in the middle of this part. I put a little dot over his hand there, like a ding-a-ling. I'm going to pause you for just a second because I know she'll talk when she comes in. Just a minute. Okay, hi, I'm back. So I just told her that I was doing a video, so she wasn't surprised when. Okay, so I'm just going to put the rest of this silver. I just put it on. Oh, I stuck my finger right in the red paint doing that. On there, and I'm going to use the stamp. I'm going to try. We'll see. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but yeah, that'll work. So I'm basically just using the paint almost like ink, just to make those little kind of like snowflakes or whatever. She just went all the way down to the university, and her teacher said, "Oh, we're just working on those accordion books today. You could have worked on it at home." It's like, yeah, that would have been nice to know before I drove for 45 minutes. It's, you know, when kids live on campus, it's not a big deal, but you know, they don't all live on campus, so there you go. And I'm just turning this way and that way, or however, as I go around. And I'll bring it up closer in a minute. Okay. That red all over me. Get that off of my stamp. Probably be smart. It would be smart to get the black off of the other one too, but at least it's not paint. The paint obviously is bad when it dries in there because it gets in all those little nooks and crannies and things. I mean, of course, it's not good to leave ink on your stamps either, but I'm bad that way and I tend to do that, so. Okay, so this is where we're at so far. I don't know how well you can see, but you can tell I went over some things like his eyes and stuff, but we'll fix that. I'm going to let it sit and dry because I don't want to draw on it until I know for sure that it's all the way dry. I'm going to take another wood slice, and this one we'll do an easier something so that it's not so fiddly. I'm just going to put some white down. I know you can't see over here, but that's all I'm doing. And I'm going to take, and this I'm pretty much just going to go on with no water. And I'm just going to kind of follow one of these circles that's already in the wood green. I don't have the best paintbrushes in the whole wide world, I will admit. They're kind of sad after all the years of doing murals, and then, you know, I stopped, and I think the kids have used them for projects and whatever, and they kind of get beat up. But it's working, so. And it's okay if you get a little texture and it's not, you know, completely round, because obviously a snowball is going to be like that too, right? So don't get too stressed about it having to be, you know, perfect. Even though I get it, because I try to get it that way as well. Just kind of like got a cold again. I don't know what is with him. I'm gonna have to take him in again. Okay, we're just going to call that good, because otherwise we're going to be here all day with me trying to make it perfect, right? Okay, so that's probably going to have to dry. So we'll go back to this one, and I'll use my pens and just kind of give you an idea of what. So this is a 0.4, yeah, 0.4. And these ones are waterproof, but you can use any fine liner marker that you have. They don't have to be waterproof, because like this is, you know, dry now. So I just put his little eyeballs back on, because they got kind of taken away. And his ears. And if it's not exactly the way the stamp was, it doesn't matter. Like, it's fine. Just gonna make his nose a little darker. Kind of go around where his toes were, because they got a little taken away as well. And a little divot thing on his foot. And this one's a little thick, so I'm going to go to a smaller one to do all the little hairs. So I'll go to like a 0.2. And then I just kind of go in a few spots and go back over some of those hairs a little bit, just to give it that texture again so that it doesn't seem like it's all flat all of a sudden. If that makes sense. And I just go this way and that way. It doesn't really matter. It's not like it has to be exactly like they have it. And on top of his little head, there's kind of like some little fur too. Tops of his ears. Okay. So I don't know how well you can see that. I'm trying not to get it blurry. Okay. So that's that one, and I'll go ahead and sign it. All right, and then like this one, you know, I put 2 different kinds of twine on there. You could use, it comes with the brown regular twine, but I just wanted the Christmas twine. So, you know, you can use whatever you want to tie them with. This isn't completely dry. So let's do another one. This time I'm just going to do stamping. So I like this pine cone and this, and that's another Stampin' Up! Simply Seasonal, and that's from, looks like 1999, I think. So they're old. Oh yeah, 1999. On that one, you can see better. So I just want to figure out. And I'm going to do sort of the same thing I did stamping those little snowflake type things. And this will be a little bit easier because, you know, you don't have to color it in or anything. So this is a good one to do. And I've done this one for Christmas presents. I'm going to paint right on it. Words. Oh, I know what I need is my spray. I don't know where my plain water one went. Nope. I have some with mica powder in them already. I don't know where the plain water one went. I don't want to get it like so thick, but not too thin either. And I'm just going to paint on there just like you would if you were using, you know, markers on the stamp itself. And it'll stay wet for a minute because it's and this isn't really the right color green, so I'm going to still a little brown just to make it a little bit not so bright. I know you can't see, I'm sorry. I just don't have any more room on my table for anything. You can breathe on it every now and again too, and that helps get some moisture on the where you've already put the paint. You just don't want to get too much in the middle of those. It'll ruin your stamp. The image, not the stamp itself. Sorry. Hopefully this will work. Oh, I think I did it upside down, but that's okay. I was thinking it needed to go the other way. Oh, my water's right there next to me. Such a dope. Hopefully this will work. We'll see. Oh, yeah, it did. Yay. You never know. Like sometimes stuff works out great, other times no. I think the last time I did it, I used markers doing it with this one, but it worked great using the paint. So there you go. So it worked good to dip it. For, you know, if you're just using one color, the dipping works, but if you want to use more than one, like using the green and the brown, then obviously that's not going to work as well. I just want to get the paint out there, sorry. It's super exciting stuff. Okay. And now we're going to do the pine cone, and I'm just going to dip it into the brown that's over here because it's kind of in a flattened section of the little board. And just make sure that you got, you know, all of it. So if you've got something like that, and I know that's hard when you see that and you don't have that particular stamp set or whatever, but just think about what you do have that might, you know, give you a similar type effect. And then if you wanted to, you could add some snow. So having a little bottle of water is a good idea because acrylics do, you know, dry out. Obviously any paint will. So I get a better tip on that. So you just want, you know, kind of a little rounded dollopy thing. Make sure you get it even on what you stamped so that it's, you know, looks believable that it's snowing. Obviously you would probably take more time doing this than I am. Come on, it just doesn't want to in certain spots. And then you can go back over and hit the ones that sometimes when they dry they like lighten up again. But usually after you put it on there the second time it's pretty good. Okay, that's good. So just something as simple as that is super fun to like, put on a package or send out as a little Christmassy gift. So I think this is dry enough, hopefully, to, oh, I need to put that in the water before it dries up entirely. Okay, we're going to use orange. This one should go a little faster, hopefully. So I guess what I'm saying is you can make these as complex or simple as you want. Just kind of a fun thing to do. And like I said, it'd be really fun with kids to just kind of give them a, sorry, I'm trying to figure out how I want this. Couple and just ask them to do snowman or something, because they always come up with the cutest stuff. That's what I used to do with my kids all the time. One year I gave them just paper clay and told them to make snowmen using the paper clay. Oh my goodness, they were so cute. So as we all know, carrots are not perfectly straight, right? Okay, and then I need black. Did I not use this one yet either? There's not as much on the lid of that one. I might need a little water with it, so. Is that black? Yeah, it is. It looked, probably because it's on the green here. Oh, I just sprayed it with the mica powder. Oh, Amy. Okay, I need to put more. Too many little squirt bottles around with stuff in them. For Halloween, my son bought this crazy helmet. I don't even know what it was. It's some video game thing I don't know anything about, but anyway, it was white, and so he wanted it this like teal color. So we took mica powder and made, you know, like this stuff in a teal color and sprayed it all over that helmet. Surprisingly, that worked amazingly well. It turned out really kind of cool. So yes, more uses for mica powder. This is always difficult for me, I'm gonna say. Like, you want them roughly the same size, right? Like, I know they're supposed to be chunks of coal, but like trying to get a nice point on my brush, so I hold it in here. Right, let's see if I can get these. Oh, seriously. Isn't that always the way? And I do this kind of thing just to get it nice and more of a point at the end. I have no idea if this is going to work. We're going to try. I don't know, it's a little goofy, but you know, it works. And I don't know, it needs like something else, but I'm not sure what. So let's see if we can do like maybe holly, because I don't have room for a hat is the problem. Like usually you'd have a hat, right? Maybe it'll be a girl snow person. So let's see. I want to do. I need a really tiny one. There, definitely real tiny ones. And I'm just rolling it in between my fingers. And I don't know if that's the right way or the wrong way, but that's the way I do it. Oops, that one's a little thick. I always have to do that. Have a big fat thick one for some reason. Okay, then let's try to do like, is that the one I was using? Yeah. Any more green? Big glob on the top. Okay. Oh, did that dry out? That. Starting to think my cat has COVID. I guess they can get that. I mean, I don't know, but that's just what I heard. That one went all blobby at the top. Oh, come on, you stinker. It's like it's got a chunk stuck in it or something. I don't want to mess that up. This is a nice set though, because it comes with all these different size brushes and things. I don't know if I could use the tiny ones for a whole lot more than like you just saw me do the what do you call it? Eyelashes. Oh my goodness. But at least there's lots of options. So I have no idea how long I've been doing this. Thank you for whoever's still with me. Oh, come on. This is kind of a thick paint. I am going to say the outdoor acrylic is really kind of a thicker paint. And it's understandable. I mean, it's meant to last outside, so I'm sure they put something in it that makes it a little bit thicker. Scared to do another one. Oh, I got red in there still. It does that sometimes. It like leaches from out the top. Got too much on the red, not enough in the green on the water deal. Okay. My silly little attempt at a snowman. Alright, so when it's all dry, I'll probably go, you know, around with the that black pen a little bit, just to get that all done. Oh, we can add some snow, huh? That's real boring. No, I understand if you go. It really does get kind of thick pretty quick. One thing you don't need to do is add snow to the snowball. I mean, you can, like I just did there, but you can't see it, so. The one place it does need is on the nose, but I'm going to wait a minute because that's still a little wet. Make sure I don't get green or something on there and then mess it all up. I'm not touching those berries. That nose, that carrot nose is still pretty wet. I'm going to still do a few on there just because of the texture is different. Okay, you get the idea. Alright, so that's not too bad. We did 3, and then, like I said, you can add any twine to them that you want to. Oh, you know what? It's going to hang sideways, huh? I did her face sideways. Oh, that was good of me. And then these ones that I already did the other day. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope it wasn't too torturous. And I will see you soon. And since this is going to air on the 25th, which is the day before Thanksgiving, I wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving, no matter where you are. Just try to be happy and have a good meal and be with whoever you love that is nearest you. All right, have a great evening and we'll chat soon. Bye-bye now.